What's up, everybody? You're tuned into the Cris Style
Ammo.
podcast, episode 202, Takeover Wednesdays. Hope everybody's having a good night. Whatever you're doing, you're at home, you're at work. We appreciate you tapping into the live stream. If you're listening on the playback, we appreciate you too. Leave a comment in the comments section. We got a few things to talk about. We're going to do our college football picks today, our NFL picks. We're also going to do Maul's random news. We're also going to give you some fantasy tips and a few other various things. But until we get into that, Maul, how are you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good, man. Week is almost done for me. I'm getting a start early to the weekend, man. Super excited about that, man. But feeling good, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I can't complain. Same thing. I got a good little weekend coming up, so I'll be off.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, man, let's talk about these topics, brother.
Let's do it.
Cris Style and Maul's college football picks. Cris Style and Maul's college football picks.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into these games. Play a little music. Turn down. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. We got a full slate of college football games on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
First off, we're gonna kick it off with Alabama versus Mizzou, my Tigers. This is a big game. It's going to be in Columbia, Missouri. This can tell about a lot about more so Missouri than I think Alabama. I think Alabama kind of proven themselves against last week against a big opponent in Vanderbilt and a few and Georgia. So they've already had a couple of teams where they've proven themselves. I think this is more so about Missouri. Can they prove that they are a top team in the SEC? They got one of the top running attacks in Ahmad Hardy, Jamal Roberts. But you can't discount what Alabama has on defense, and plus they have a good quarterback, and I think his name is Ty Simpson. And then you got those two receivers in Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Bernard, I think his name is. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm going to be a homer on this pick, and I'm going to pick my Missouri Tigers. They're at home. I think they're hungry. I think Bo Perbila is playing really good ball. I know Alabama's playing good, but they're coming off of a tough matchup against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt possibly could have won that game had not had a couple slip up here and there. But I think Ahmad Hardy is going to be successfully running over. I think Cedric Alexander had success in the first half. They didn't have it in the second half, but I think Ahmad Hardy is better than Cedric Alexander. So I think he's going to have a little bit over 100-some yards and a couple touchdowns. I think Jamal Roberts is going to get a little bit of that. And I think Bo's going to have a couple deep shots down the field to Coleman and a few other receivers and the tight end, the Fleet. So I'm going with a high score. Mizzou winning 31-28.
I'm not mad at that. I think this is one of a couple of games where I think we can start getting a real good idea who is kind of like the favorite in the Heisman votes. I think Ty Simpson and Ahmad Hardy are both definitely candidates. Ahmad Hardy's probably been easily the best running back in the nation right now, and Ty Simpson has really, minus the whole Florida State game, week one, he's looked really good. 13 TDs, 1 interception. I think Alabama seems like they're really truly battle tested. They've been through, I think, a couple bigger games than Missouri has. I think Missouri has I think they have the entire recipe to be able to beat this Alabama team, especially with the two-headed monster that you guys have in the running back field, and especially with Ahmad. But I like your quarterback. I like the quarterback that you guys have. I think he's a transfer from Penn State, I believe. That it seems like, as the weeks go by, they might be regretting that. They might be regretting that decision. But I'm gonna still pick Alabama to win. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys win. I'm just gonna put a little bit more faith in what I've seen with Alabama right now, and I think with what they have going on. I think it will be a close game. I'm gonna go with a 34-33 battle. I think Alabama will get a key turnover and get a game-winning field goal that will solidify the win. But I think it'll be a tough battle for both teams.
For sure. We got number 1 Ohio State versus number 17 Illinois. Illinois, they've been up and down this season, and Ohio State looks like one of the clear-cut best teams in the nation right now. I don't personally think this game is going to be close. You got the quarterback from Illinois. I think his name is Atmeyer. He's been solid with the intermediate throws and deep throws, but I just think that this Ohio State team, the secondary is too good, and I think their offense is just going to be too much for Illinois. I don't think this game is going to be close. I got Ohio State winning 45-21.
45-20. Yeah, I know a lot of people are hanging their hats on that big loss that Illinois had against Indiana. I'm still pick Ohio State. I think this battle will be a little bit closer than what some people may assume. I still think Ohio State will win. I got Ohio State winning. Let's go 37-31. I think Illinois will surprise Ohio State, give them a tough run for their money. But I think at the end of the day, I think Ohio State will prevail.
For sure. You got number 7 Indiana versus number 3 Oregon. This is going to be a really, really good matchup of two quarterbacks who look very highly touted. Dante Moore, who's the quarterback for Oregon, he's been really good this season. He's going to be a prospect in 2027, so he has a couple years to build his resume and profile. And then you have the transfer quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, who came from Cal. He's putting on pretty good numbers with Indiana. This should be a good matchup, man. And I think it's going to be tight early. But I think Oregon being at home, I think they're going to get a couple big plays in the fourth quarter. I think Dante Moore is going to make some plays to the receiver more. And I got Oregon winning 38-28.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think Oregon showed us a lot going into Penn State on the road in one of the most hostile environments that, we've seen, with the whiteout. Indiana has looked good. Obviously, they had a very impressive win against Illinois, but this is definitely going to be the toughest test. I think if this game was in Indiana, I would have maybe a little bit more faith that Indiana could keep this close and maybe even upset. But I think Oregon being at home, just what they have, I'm gonna go Oregon, and I think I'm gonna go Oregon big. I'm gonna go let's go 42-21.
Then you have the number 6 Oklahoma traveling to Texas for the Red River rivalry showdown. Now John Mater, he may try to play. I know he had the surgery on his thumb. They're saying that he's questionable. He might play. But if he doesn't, Michael Hawkins Jr. has filled in pretty nicely. And I know Texas, they're going to be without their running back, C.J. Baxter. But Parker Livingston in the corner, Manny Muhammad will be playing. But Texas is coming out with a tough loss to your Florida Gators. And I don't think this Texas team is nowhere any good, when compared to Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's the better team. And even though Texas and these Red River rivalries are always close, and so, they go down to the wire, I don't see it this year. Unless Arch Manning turns into Peyton Manning, I ain't seeing it. So I'm going Oklahoma 35-24.
Yeah, if Mater was playing, I would say Oklahoma wins this by a landslide. But if he doesn't play, I really don't know how this game is going to kind of play out. Like, I know Texas has his faults. I know Arch Manning hasn't looked good, but he has shown a display of like him coming around a little bit. He looked like he's progressing a little bit better as these weeks go on. I know he had a kind of tough game last week with Florida, but I think it's a tough. I think anybody will have a tough time going into the swamp if you don't have a Miami jersey on. So I'm gonna still go Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma wins. I'm gonna go close though. I'm gonna go. Let's go 24-21. Oklahoma.
You got your Florida Gators traveling to number 5 Texas A&M to College Station. We all know that this is a hostile environment to go to Texas A&M. Texas A&M has been playing really well this year. Quarterback, I think his name is Marcel Reese. Is that his name?
Marcel Reed.
I think so. Yeah, Marcel Reed, he's been playing pretty solid this year. Um, DJ Lagway probably had his best game last week against Texas. We'll see if he can carry that over into this game, but this is a hostile environment. Um, I do. I think it's going to be tight early. I think it's going to be back and forth, but once again, I think Texas A&M is going to pull away in like the third, fourth quarter. I got Texas A&M winning 31-20.
You know what? In the real world, you may be correct, but this is the Florida Gators of Billy Napier. I already know what's going to happen. We're about to go into Texas A&M and we're about to win this game. DJ Lagway about to look nice. Our team going to look like we should be competing for an SEC title. It's just the way it's going to work, man. We're always going to play up to our competition. I think it's going to be close, but I think we're going to upset this team. I'm going to go 28-27. Florida Gators win.
For sure. You got Kansas traveling to number 9 Texas Tech. This is a Big 12 matchup. I think Texas Tech is 5-0. I think they are, and Kansas is 4-2. I'm going Texas Tech. I just think that they're the better team. I think their offense is going to be a little bit too much for Kansas. I think Texas Tech defensive line is going to be too much for Kansas offensive line, and I got Texas Tech winning 35-17.
Yeah, I think this is a dog walk. I think especially with it being in Lubbock, I got Texas Tech. I think they win. I'm gonna go 48-24.
And you got number 10 Georgia versus Auburn, SEC matchup. Georgia, they look pretty good the past week. Auburn, they've been a tough out for certain teams. You got Georgia's running game versus Auburn's front seven. Georgia's secondary versus Auburn's receivers. Jackson Arnold, he's going to be, doing his thing. But I'm going to go with Georgia. I got Georgia winning 28-21.
Yeah, I think Georgia should be able to win this game. I know Auburn, they kind of have like their highs and lows, but I'm going to agree with you. I think Georgia wins. And I'm going to go 30-20.
You got number 15 Michigan going into USC. That's Jordan Maivia, a quarterback for USC. He's been playing pretty well, but I think we've seen Bryce Underwood grow each week. He's been playing a lot better each week, and then they got the running back. I think his name is Justice Haynes. He's really good. I think I'm gonna roll with Michigan. I know they're playing in USC. I think I'm gonna roll with Michigan. I think they're gonna make a couple defensive plays. I got Michigan winning in a close game, 28-24.
Yeah, man. I think this is gonna be a really good game. I think this might be the best game of the week, or have the potential to be one of the best games of the week. I'm gonna go USC, man. USC at home, man. I'm gonna ride with the Trojans. Fight on. I think they're gonna win a close game, down the wire. I'm gonna go. Let's go 41-38. USC Trojans.
You got South Carolina traveling to Death Valley to face LSU, number 11 LSU. We all know LSU. They've been solid this year. And South Carolina, they've dealt with some injuries and they've been kind of up and down. But I just think LSU is going to be too much for them offensively. I don't think South Carolina is going to be able to keep up. So I'm going to roll with LSU 27-17.
I agree with you. I'm gonna go with LSU as well. I just think they're just a better team. I know, it just is what it is right now. I'm gonna go 28-17.
You got number 18 BYU traveling to Arizona. Arizona is, they're one of the top teams. I think they're in the Big 12 now, aren't they?
Arizona,
Big 12. So
yeah, Big 12. Yeah, they're in the Big 12. Yeah,
they're both in the Big 12 this year. BYU is undefeated. Arizona's 4-1. They're coming off of a bad loss. Well, no, they're not. They had a strong performance against Oklahoma State. They won 41-13. Their quarterback Noah Fafita, I think his name is. He's been pretty solid this year. But I got BYU winning 24-21 in a close game.
Yeah, honestly, if you're gonna pick an upset, I think this might be the one that you can pick. I'm gonna go with Arizona to upset BYU. I think their offense will play strong. Um, BYU is a really solid team. You know what I mean? I just think this might be their toughest opponent so far this year. Like you gotta look at BYU. They played Portland State, Stanford, East Carolina, Colorado, and West Virginia. Arizona is probably gonna be their toughest opponent, especially on the road. I'm gonna go with Arizona with the upset. I'm gonna go. Let's go 37-33.
Then you got Arizona State versus Utah. That's Sam Levitt. He's going to be traveling to Utah. Um, I'm going with Arizona State in this one. I know Utah is a tough out at home. I think it's going to be a close game. I actually think it's going to be a high scoring game. But I got Arizona State winning 35-31.
I agree with you. I think Arizona State with Sam Levitt. We all seen Utah, and we all know what kind of home field crowd that they have. But I just think that Arizona State offense will be able to move up and down that field. I'm gonna go with them. Let's go 33-28.
For sure. That does it for the college football segment. Should be some good games this week.
Mm-hmm.
I know UNLV plays Air Force this week. They should win that game. They should. I think the following week.
Following week they play Boise
State. So they could be a trap because they could be looking ahead. So don't be surprised if it's a dog fight, but I expect them to win though.
Right.
All right, man. Let's do our fantasy football start and sit. All right, man. What you looking at, man?
So for my starters this week, I got Tet McMillan versus Dallas. I actually like that matchup. Tet has looked really good. Even though how bad Carolina's offense, how bad Carolina as a team has looked, I think Tet has probably been one of the more shining stars from this team so far. He hasn't even been in the end zone yet this year. I think he's overdue to get in the end zone. So I like Tet against Dallas. We all know that Dallas defense can't stop nobody. I like J.K. Dobbins versus the Jets. I think J.K. Dobbins has been playing really good. As long as he stays healthy, I can easily see him get about 90 to 100 yards and maybe 1 to 2 TDs. I like Genty versus the Titans. I think Genty has been performing a lot better. I know our team has been horrid. I know we had a horrible game against the Indianapolis Colts. But I think being at home, I think this team is pretty embarrassed by the way they played. I think Genty will have a pretty good game. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I think we have a big game. And then I love Bijan against the Buffalo Bills. I love Bijan against the Buffalo Bills. I think that might be the easiest decision. I know you're going to start him regardless, but Bijan is going to get some big numbers. And as far as my sits, I got Chris Olave versus the Patriots. I do not like that matchup. I'm assuming Christian Gonzalez will be on him, and he's been amazing. If you haven't been watching the Pats, Scatterboo against the Eagles, take him away. I don't like that. And then on top of that, Tracy Jr. is coming back, so I assume they're probably going to be splitting carries. So I don't think Scatterboo is going to have that much of an impact. And then I'm going to sit your boy Travis Kelce against Detroit. I think if anybody's going to have a big game, I could see more of like an Xavier Worthy and Thornton. I love the way Thornton's been playing too. He's been one of your deep threats and he's definitely been flashing off my screen as far as like when you watch the Chiefs. I think he's been playing really, really good with the absence of Rashee Rice.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with everything you just said. For my starts, I'm gonna go with quarterbacks first. I like Dak Prescott, like you said, against the Panthers. I like Jordan Love against the Bengals. I think they're gonna be able to throw up and down the field.
With Joe Flacco starting too, they're gonna get a lot of burn on that offensive side.
I think Drake May is a good play for the Saints. They giving up 7th most points per game to quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford versus the Ravens, they giving up the 2nd most.
Yeah.
And then Justin Herbert against the Dolphins, third most points per game for quarterbacks. And then Daniel Jones, because the Cardinals gets no pressure. So he's going to have all day to throw the football down the field. So,
Mm.
and then running backs, I like Quinshawn Juggins versus the Steelers. The Steelers haven't been good this year against the run. So running backs have been getting theirs against him. I'm with you with J.K. Dobbins. The Jets give up the seventh most yards per carry. And I like Bill Crosby Musgrave. I think he's going to get his this week too. Wide receivers, pick your poison. Devontae Adams or Puka Nacua against that Ravens secondary. They ain't
Yeah.
going to be able to stop them. Jalen Waddle versus the Chargers. The Chargers don't have good corners to me. I'm sorry. Darwin James is what they got back there. And then I like Stephon Diggs versus the Saints. I don't think the Saints have a good defensive backfield either. And then tight end, take Tyler Warren versus the Cardinals. Take Tyler Warner versus the Cardinals. Take Jake Ferguson versus the Panthers. As far as sits go, I'm sitting Brian. I know he's coming off a solid game. I'm sitting Brian Thomas Jr. I think the secondary of Seattle's going to play better. I think a couple guys were hurt last week. I think they're going to play a lot better against Brian Thomas Jr. They're going to key in on him a little bit more. I'm I'm sitting Chris Godwin this week. I don't think Chris Godwin, he's still coming back from that leg injury. I don't think he's going to be a good play. I'm sitting Keon Coleman. I think Terrell's going to be on him, and I think he's going to be able to lock him up. So I don't think Keon Coleman. I think Khalil Shakir and Dalton Kincaid are going to get all the touches this week. And I think they're going to do a better job of giving the ball to James Cook this week too. So I would sit Keon Coleman. So
Not bad. I like your picks.
yeah, man. All right, man. Let's go to a quick commercial break.
Introduce yourself to Magnet, the ultimate sports drink. Are you ready to take your performance to the next level? Do you want a sports drink that eliminates the muscle cramps and fatigue when working out or training? Meet Magnet, the sports drink designed for athletes who refuse to settle for mediocrity. It's power-packed electrolytes and rehydrates and restores balance with their scientifically formulated blend with magnesium that fights fatigue and boosts endurance. It has natural ingredients made with real fruit extracts and no artificial colors or flavors because your body deserves the best. It has delicious flavors like mixed fruit and watermelon that keep you revitalized and ready for action. It will boost your performance with essential vitamins and minerals. Magnet fuels your workouts, helping you crush your goals. Join the Magnet movement whether you're training, competing, or simply staying active. Magnet is your go-to refreshment for peak performance. You can order it now on our direct link at drinkmagnet.com. Also, use promo code Cris and Mall to get $5 off your purchase. So don't wait. Again, that promo code is Cris and Mall to get $5 off your purchase. Get Magnet, push your limits, fuel your passion.
All right, it's time for Mars Random News. It is now time for Mars Random News. All right.
All right, man. You know, random news, man. My favorite time of the week, Chris's favorite time of the week. Mostly everybody loves random news. You know, get to talk about some different things, man. Get Chris's kind of like ideas on what he thinks about certain things. So, sir, are you ready?
Let's get it.
All right, man. First up, Aces win game 3 in Phoenix. A'ja Wilson, she had an amazing game. She had 34 points and 14 rebounds, and the game winner to solidify it. Satu had a really good game with the Phoenix Mercury. Prayers out to her. I know she got injured during the last moments of the game with a neck injury. What are your thoughts overall with this series, man? Do you think it's over? And is it time to start putting A'ja Wilson as the GOAT of women's basketball?
Your first part, I think, is over. I think if Satu's not out there, I'm not expecting her to be playing on Friday, especially if it's a serious neck injury. I don't see her playing on Friday. And Kalea Cooper, even though DeWanna Barner and Kalea Cooper and Lisa Thomas had solid games,
Mhm.
DeWanna Barner had a really good game coming out the
Amazing
bench,
game, yeah.
25 points. I think that I just think it's over. I think this is another tough one that they fought. I give it to the Mercury. They fought. I thought they was going to lay down a little bit, but they fought to the end, and it took an Asia Wilson game winner. And it's just those game winners. They take your soul, man. They kind of take a little bit from you, and it's just like, well, damn. And now you're looking at elimination, like it's over on Friday. I mean, would I be surprised maybe if Phoenix probably fight a little bit, get it to a game 5, and then Las Vegas can come back here and win it on their own court? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we see something like that. But I'm expecting Friday to be the last deal, and they close it out and win the championship. As far as Asia Wilson is, if she wins, I mean, I'm at a point right now where she don't even have to win a championship, but I think she's going to. I don't think she has to win a championship. She is the GOAT. She's
Yeah.
the best. Like,
Yeah.
there's no era that you couldn't put her in and she wouldn't flourish. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would be doing this in the Cynthia Cooper era and Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie era. She would did it in the Candace Parker era, like, and Sue Bird and Deanna Taurasi, all them. Like, she would have did it in any era, Maya Moore. You know what I'm saying? So I think that she has solidified herself as the best. And this season really put her on the map because after that terrible loss to the Lynx, where they lost by 50, she put this team on her back and willed her to this point right here. This would be one of the greatest seasons from a player, from turning it around from being down at the bottom pretty much and possibly not even making the playoffs to now they're in the finals and they're one game away of winning the chip. And nobody was thinking they was going to win the chip. Everybody's picking the Liberty. Everybody's picking the Lynx. They was picking, maybe even the Dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fever were favored ahead of them too at a moment
Fever.
in time.
I think Mercury was up there too. So
Mm-hmm.
for them to come back from the ball, claw their way back up to number 2 seed and have some tough, playoff games against some formidable opponents, you got to tip your cap to her because she was the main cog in this. And, for her to put on a display that she's put on and break records and do the things that she's been doing this year, yeah, man, you got to put her up there as the GOAT, man. And there's no slight to any the Cynthia Coopers or the Maya Moores or Candace Parker, but we've never seen anything like Asia Wilson, man. Nobody can guard her. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody can guard her. You got to hope that she just has a bad shooting outing. That's what you got to hope for because it ain't nothing you doing.
Nah. I agree with you. I think Asia is easily the GOAT. I think this is out of all their championships, this might be the most impressive one, especially what they had to embark with. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, there's a lot of injuries in the WNBA, but hey, it with every team that wins the championship, no matter what sport it is, you gotta survive the battle. It's a long, tedious year, and you're gonna have some injuries that come across. I think even the Aces had some injuries they had to deal with a little bit here and there. Chelsea Gray tweaked the ankle, but she was able to bounce back and stuff like that. But overall, hopefully they could close it out. Obviously it's not done until it's done. But so far it's been very, very impressive. I said, hopefully Satu is able to play. I would love to see Phoenix, fully healthy for game 4. Hopefully we get a good one, man. But if not, if Satu doesn't play, this thing is a wrap. Next up, Kevin Durant. He was asked about Russell Westbrook, and he said it would be dope to see Russell Westbrook sign with the Rockets. Quote, Russ is a legend, and I think he deserves to be in the NBA right now. I think he deserves to walk out of the NBA on his terms. So, yeah, that would be dope. What's your thoughts with this? Do you think that the Rockets should sign Russell Westbrook in light of the Fred VanVleet ACL injury?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's coming off the bench, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he'll be the starter. Maybe he will because they don't have anything else. But I wouldn't be mad at it. Him and KD end their careers off with each other. I think that would be dope. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad.
No, I wouldn't be mad either. It would definitely have a nostalgia effect, especially with everything going on. And it's kind of funny though. A lot of every single Thunder player that was on that team has pretty much put a Rockets jersey on. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant. I think even Serge Ibaka, and Steven Adams. So it'll be interesting. I hope it does happen. Me personally, I think it would make the league even more intriguing. I think I'm a Laker fan. I'm always gonna go with my Lakers, but it would be dope to see Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant team up again and see that relationship kind of be. I'm sure it's healed to a degree. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're cool. You know what I mean? But hopefully it can turn them back to being real true brothers. And I would love to see. So hopefully the Rockets can make that happen. I know there's some things with the contract situation and what they got going on their roster, but hopefully they can make it work. Next up, sad news. Arturo Gotti Jr. has tragically passed away at just the age of 17 years old in Mexico. Not sure how he passed away, but the news did break. What's your thoughts over this tragic news with Arturo Gotti Jr. passing away at the age of 17?
Yeah, I saw this earlier, man. I didn't even know his son boxed. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he boxes. And they said he might have died in a similar fashion as his pop. So it's just sad because he's a young kid, 17 years old, haven't even lived a full life yet. And it's just sad to see something like that, man. Prayers to his family, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who's close to him, man, just prayers to you. My condolences, for real.
Absolutely. Same sentiments out there. Next up, George Clooney says Ocean's 14 is greenlit and is set to start filming next year. What is your excitement level with Ocean's 14? Are you looking forward to it?
I have a confession.
What's that?
I've never seen none of those.
Oh, wow. You never seen Oceans? Oh, man, you got to watch Oceans. Oceans 11 was fire. That's the one.
I've never been a George Clooney fan. I've always thought he was overrated.
It's not about so much George Clooney, but you got
I know.
like
I'm
Brad
just
Pitt,
saying.
all those guys. It's a great cast of characters, man. You have to watch it. It's on Netflix. Take the time, man. You and your lady. Get some wine. You know what I mean? Get some food. Pop on some Oceans, man.
I don't drink wine, but okay.
You know what I mean, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean. Next up, NCAA has approved a ruling for allowing college athletes and staff to bet on professional sports. To become a new rule, the proposal must be approved by all 3 NCAA divisions, which assumes like it will happen. Do you think this is a great idea or a bad idea that they are allowing college athletes and staff to bet on professional sports?
Know about this one. That's sketchy. that's opening up a Pandora box like no other. Because now you opening the gate for a player to.
Well, not collegiate. You can't bet collegiate, but you can bet professional. So you can bet, NBA, NFL, golf, stuff like that.
Okay, I guess it's not too bad.
Not too bad. It's going to cause problems because these guys going to have money and they're going to go broke. So that's
the problem. That would be the problem.
That'll be the problem. There's going to be an addiction problem. Next up, Stranger Things 5 is coming out pretty soon. VIA Puck News. Every episode of Stranger Things 5 will reportedly be between 90 minutes to 2 hours long. There's a total of 8 episodes in the final season. What are your thoughts with this? Do you think this is a great thing that these episodes are going to be pretty much movie length style episodes?
2 hour long episode, Lord Jesus. But I mean, I wouldn't expect anything, less. I would expect them to be long episodes because it's the final season. This is it.
Yeah. Right.
They're gonna cram as much as they can in one episode. So
yeah.
I guess there's a method to their madness. So why one episode is this long and one episode is that long? So I'm just excited to see the last season.
Nah, me too. I'm excited. These are long, have great impact. We've been waiting for a long time, so they better be 2 hours long. They better be. Next up, Richard Jefferson reveals that players from across the NBA do not care if Kawhi Leonard did get paid an additional $28 million under the table. Quote, collectively, none of us care. Someone got an extra $28 million. I'm mad that it wasn't me. Players have shown zero outrage. What are your thoughts with Richard Jefferson's comments involving the Kawhi Leonard situation with Aspiration?
I'm actually not mad at him because that ain't none of my damn business if I'm a basketball player. Hey, if that's what y'all doing over there, that's on y'all. Now, if y'all get caught doing some party shit, hey, that's on y'all too. But what that man doing over there, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Nah, at the end of the day, anybody would take the 28 million no-show money, but at the end of the day, they still broke the rules. So
They
it
did.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if players are not mad, zero outrage, whatever. If they got caught, Clippers are gonna get dealt with. It just depends on what Commissioner Silver is gonna do. So
Yeah, check on Pablo, man. Make sure he all right, man.
yeah. So we'll see what's up. Next up, man, Victor Wembanyama seems like he grew. He was 7'3" last year. Now he's officially 7'5" for the upcoming season. The Spurs have officially put his height on blast on the website. What are your thoughts with his growth of being up to 7'5"? What did you expect from Victor Wembanyama this year?
If he can stay healthy, man, there's a cheat code, man. He's cheat code. I mean, I've always said that. The things that dude does, like he be doing sham gods in the post.
Yeah.
Man, and threw a shot at when I saw him shoot a 3-pointer and then catch his own rebound and dunk it, I was like, yeah, it ain't fair.
Nah, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. I expect great things from Victor Wembanyama. The main things with him is always health, and two is how he battles with the strength of other players. And it seems like during so far in the preseason, it seems like he's taking a lot of the punishment to players instead of him receiving it. So if that's what he's going to be doing this year, if he gets a little bit of Giannis in him, my God, it's gonna get scary. It's gonna get scary. Next up, Netflix. It seems like it's adding more to its sports package. It seems like they are set to bid for the rights to broadcast next year's Champions League. That's a big European league for soccer. What are your thoughts with this, man? I know you're not a soccer guy, but what do you see this with Netflix going into the future with sports if they're able to add something as big as the Champions League? Could you potentially see Netflix getting like an NBA Finals or a Super Bowl added to their lineup in the future?
Yes, they will get either or one of them. Probably the Super Bowl in the next couple of years. Maybe next year they might get the Super Bowl because it's easy. I mean, people can easily get Netflix and watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, we'll see. We'll see what's up. Next up, man, Giannis Antetokounmpo has made some noise involving his trade or potential trade if he does ask that. It seems like he was very intrigued about the New York Knicks if he were to get traded. Knicks and the Bucks did have initial talks, but it didn't go anywhere. Giannis has also stated that he is a fan of the team that he has now, but if he does change his mind 6 to 7 months from now, that makes me human as well. And then also there was news that his wife and kids are reportedly going to move to Athens permanently. So with all that news, where do you see Giannis Antetokounmpo being this time next year?
If it ain't, he'll be a Knick next year. He's going to be a Knick next year. He's been saying it, dog. He's been telling y'all he wants to go to New York.
Yeah.
He wants to be a Knick. If the Knicks don't win it this year too, yeah, they blowing that thing up.
Nah, yeah, for sure. They are. They better win. And honestly, even Sham said if things don't go well for the Bucks after the first 25 games, he wouldn't be surprised if you start hearing more no's about Giannis being wanted to be traded. Next up, we'll keep it going. UNC football staff has reportedly has been directed by Bill Belichick not to post or repost anything related to the Patriots, per Ross Martin NC. There were no posts about Drake May's performance Sunday night in the win over the undefeated Bills. May played at UNC from 2021 to 2023 before being selected third overall to the New England in 2024. Do you think Bill Belichick is taking this Patriots thing a little too far? I think there was also a report saying that scouts from the New England Patriots couldn't even come and scout the players for North Carolina as well. What is your thoughts with the overall beef between Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots?
That thing is just falling apart, man. I don't know, man. You would think they would have a better relationship with all the winning that they did over there and all the championships that he brought over there, him and Tom Brady, But I don't know, man. I just find it crazy, I pray to God that Andy Reid and the Chiefs do have this type of relationship.
No, on me. Next up, fight night in Philadelphia. We got Jaron Ennis versus Lima coming up this Saturday. What are your thoughts about this fight and who you got winning?
Man, Bruce don't beat the shit out of this dude. so we can get Virgil Ortiz and him, or Virgil or him and Lubin. If Lubin beats Ortiz, I want to see either one of them to fight Boots next.
Yeah.
That's it. Maybe Fedora. Maybe we can get Fedora.
What do you think? Before we end random news, who do you think should be the next opponent for Jaron Ennis after this fight? Who would you love to see him fight?
Virgil Ortiz, because I
Virgil
wanted to
Ortiz.
see it at 147. So,
Yeah.
and that was supposed to be the fight, but then Virgil moved up to 154. So yeah, I would love to see that. But like I said, if Erickson Lubin beats Virgil Ortiz, then I want to see that. Either or, you know what I'm saying? Or if he can get Fedora, because I think Fedora is gonna beat Keith Thurman. But you know what I'm saying? Like if he can get Fedora, give me Fedora.
You think it's a possibility we could get Jaron Ennis versus Errol Spence if he does decide to come back and fight?
I think Errol Spence would have to like have a good showing. Like if he isn't gonna fight Charlo, he would have to look good against Charlo. Like he probably had to beat Charlo, but even if it's a dog fight, like come down to the wire, a couple rounds, and maybe Charlo pulls it out in the 11th and 12th round, but Errol Spence is like Errol Spence, then I could see him and Boots getting down.
For sure. And then any comments with I know WWE has an event coming up this Saturday. Any thoughts about the event? Anything would you like to tell the people with this wrestling event? Is anything big happening?
Yes, Crown Jewel, perfect. It's not really like because you got champion versus champion. You got Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins should win this match. He has to win this match. I don't care if it's by somebody interfering, whether it be the other Vision members or somebody else. He's got to beat Cody. He's down 2-0. I think 2 or 3-0 against Cody. Then you got Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vancouver. Vancouver is now their top female baby face that they're trying to push. They just put the belt on her. Like she has to win, I think, unless you make Tiffany turn heel by doing this, and then she joins up with Gilia and Kiana James, and they help her beat Stephanie Vancouver. But I can't see no way of not Stephanie Vancouver not winning. She's a fan favorite right now. Who else is facing? I know we're getting a street fight with Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. I think Bronson Reed has to be Roman Reigns. He has to. You can't continue to have these dudes lose and then try to take them serious. Like,
yeah,
you got it. In a street fight, you can justify it because he can use stuff. He get him upside the head with a chair or punch him with some brass knuckles. Braun Breaker come out and spear him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could justify him losing that match. Then you have who else is facing each other? It's a big match. Because they're slowly and surely changing Jey Uso to a heel. He's been listening to Roman Reigns. Him and Jimmy are kind of beefing right now. Like Jimmy's trying to get Jey Uso because now Jey Uso is starting to act like Roman Reigns. He's starting to act like the tribal chief.
Okay.
And he's kind of telling Jimmy, like, you don't understand. You don't know what it's like because you ain't never won a belt. You ain't never won a heavyweight belt. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Roman, I understand Roman now. And Roman's kind of been in his ear. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And Jimmy's not liking that because he's like starting to turn like Roman. He's starting to turn on LA Knight. Him and LA Knight's been beefing. Him and CM Punk just got into it. CM Punk punched Jey Uso in his face. But who else is? Oh, Kabuki Warriors versus Io Sky and Rio. Asuka a couple weeks ago has turned on Io Sky because she's been telling Io she can't be cool with Rhea. Because if you know the history with Asuka, Kiera Sane, and Io Sky, Asuka's like their sensei, their teacher. Like she's like their big sister. She's the reason why they're in WWE. And so she's kind of been using that, like I'm your big sister. You need to listen to me. Don't be with Rhea and all that stuff. And Io, she was trying to play both sides, but eventually she told Rhea, I can't kick it with you no more. I gotta roll with my sisters. There's no ill will. I still, you still my girl, but I can't roll with you right now. And Io ended up losing the match to Stephanie Vancouver, and Asuka turned on her, and now they're facing each other. The Kabuki Warriors had to win this match.
Yeah.
If you have Rhea Ripley and Io Sky beat them, then the beef is over, and we're not going to care anymore. You have to have them win, even if Asuka does the mist in the face and pins Io Sky. I think Io can take the pin and be cool, because eventually we're trying to get Io Sky versus Asuka. That's what we're trying to get to. And Kara Sane's like in the middle. I think Kara Sane's eventually gonna stray away from Asuka too, because she's kind of using her like as like a little underling, a little minion or whatever. And you could tell Kara Sane don't want to do a lot of the stuff that Asuka's having her do, but she does it because she reverence her, like that's her like big sister, whatever. I can't think, because I don't know if the Usos. I think the Usos I think they got a tag match. I'm not sure though. But it should be cool. It should be cool. Crown Jewel is kind of like a whatever PLE. Like I think it's setting everything up for Survivor Series when we have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I know NXT has their big thing that's coming up where they got Team TNA versus Team NXT. That's coming up. So they got some good things on the horizon. I think, is AEW have an event this weekend? Is it this weekend or next weekend? I think Wrestle Dream is this weekend. We got Samoa Joe versus Hangman Page. That's going to be a good match. I don't know what else is on there. I forgot what else is on that card, but yeah.
For sure. That's all I got for random news this week.
All right, man. Let's do our BetUS Sure Fire Picks. All right, man. What you got?
So I got the Cubs plus 1.5 over the Brewers. For some reason, I think they're going to tie that series up. I'm not saying they're going to win the series, but I can see that going back to Milwaukee. So I got that. I got the Eagles minus 7.5 against the Giants. I think the Eagles should dominate against the Giants with Jackson Dart. They don't have Malik Neighbors. Even though you're going to have Tracy Jr. back, I think it's still a big loss with Malik Neighbors. And we all see that, that they're gonna have a turnover problem, and it's gonna be bad. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if Saquon has a great game tomorrow as well. And then finally, I got the 49ers plus 3 against the Bucks. Man, I think you got to take the 49ers very serious. I think Brock Purdy's gonna come back. But either way, man, this 49ers team is gonna be tough to beat. And I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers upset the Bucks, man, and win that game, man. We know what the 49ers are capable of doing. So, but the Bucks have looked really good. They have looked really good.
All right. So I like the Rams minus 7.5 over the Ravens, and I like the over 44.5 in that game. I also like the Cowboys over the Panthers minus 3, and I like the over 49.5 in that game. And I like the 3.5 New England Patriots over the Saints.
For sure.
And then on college, I like plus 3 Missouri. I like plus 5 Arizona State, and I like minus 1.5 BYU. If you look at the screen, take that off. If you look at the screen, you'll see the QR code for the BetUS website. Go ahead and scan that. This is first time users only. You scan it, you put your information in, you put the promo code JOIN125, you get 125% signing bonus plus 100% plus 10% gamblers insurance. That's 3 risk-free bets on your first 3 deposits on $100 up to $5,000. So if Maul decides to sign up and put $100 deposit in his first 3 deposit and he loses, he keeps his money. So it's risk free. Or he can win him some money. So go over there, sign up, put your deposits in on your first 3 deposits, try to win you some money. And hey, tell him Cris Style sent you too. And that does it for our BetUS Sure Fire Picks. All right, man. It's time for our NFL picks.
This is Cris Style NFL Top 10 Power Rankings.
We got the wrong one. Oh, well, you know what I mean. You know what we mean. It's our picks, man. Let me put this music on. All right, tomorrow we got the Eagles facing the New York Football Giants. The Eagles are coming off of their first loss against the Broncos. The Giants had a tough loss against the Saints. Look, man, I just think the Eagles are the better team. You got Jackson Dart out there playing. He's a rookie. I think Vic Fangio is going to throw some stuff at the kid. He's probably going to throw a couple of picks. Give the Eagles some short fields. I think Saquon Barkley is going to be the focal point of the offense. Get a little play action pass. Hopefully get A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith some catches. Dallas Goedert too. I think the offense is going to look a lot better in this game. I think they're going to roll, especially when you lose. It makes you rearrange some things. So I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a pretty solid game, but I think Saquon's going to be the story in this game. I think he's going to have over 100 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And I got the Eagles winning 28-17.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the breakout Saquon game for this year. I won't be surprised if he gets close to 150 yards and like 2, maybe even 3 TDs. I think he can be that explosive. Look, the Giants just, without Malik Neighbors, man, they don't have anybody to extend that offense to make big plays. Scatterboo, Tracy Jr., they're both good running backs, but Jackson Dart, he's still young. He has a lot to learn. It's just a big blow not having him out there. So, yeah, I'm going to go Eagles big. I'm going to go... Let's go 34-13.
And then you got another game, 6:30 game. I think it's in London. You got the Broncos facing the New York Football Jets. The Jets have looked not good this year. They're very inconsistent. 1 minute they could score, and then next minute they can't score at all. So, and I think this is going to be a bad matchup for them with this Broncos defense. I think Bo Nix is going to do enough. I think they're going to run the football with J.K. Dobbins. I think Breece Hall will have a solid game, but I got the Broncos winning 24-10.
You know what? After thinking about this, I would agree with you 9 out of 10 times, but this is an overseas game, and we know how weird overseas games can be. For some reason, I do not know why, I think the Jets will get their first win. Some fluky stuff will happen. Bo Nix might have one of his worst games. Something might happen, or a weird turnover. I'm going to go with the Jets in an upset. I'm going to go 21-17. Okay. I think Justin Fields will have a good running day. I think Garrett Wilson will make a big play. This defense might get a key stop or something like that. I just think something weird is going to happen in this game just because it's overseas, and I feel like it always happens that way. So I'm going to go with the Jets with the upset.
I'm not mad at that. You got the Cleveland Browns facing the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are coming off of a bye week, so they should be rejuvenated and ready to go. Browns, they just traded away Joe Flacco, so Dylan Gabriel is your official starter. We'll see if Shador Sanders gets named the backup because Kevin Stefanski still refuses to name the backup. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I think the Steelers are the better team, and until I see Dylan Gabriel just really wow me, I'm sorry. I'm going with old man Aaron Rodgers. I got the Steelers winning I'm gonna go 24-14.
Yeah, hey, this pick is for you, show. You know what I mean? We always talk mess about your Steelers, but I just can't see how Dylan Gabriel wins this game unless, you know, maybe Quinshawn Judkins has like a really good game, which it's a possibility. It's a possibility. But I'm going to go with old man Aaron Rodgers, man. I think they win. I think DK Metcalf has a real solid game. Still question their running game, but I think their defense will hold on. I'm going to go with, let's go 21-14.
You got the Chargers traveling to Miami to face the Dolphins. The Chargers are coming off of a tough loss against the Washington Commanders. Dolphins are coming off a tough loss against the Panthers. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game because I think that Justin Herbert and them ain't going to have no choice but to throw the football because both of their running backs are on IR right now. Yeah. I think the Dolphins, they've shown an ability to still score. Even with Tyreek Hill not being in there, Jalen Waller has looked good. Darren Waller looks like he's having an insurgent as far as being a player in this game. Devon Achane is still, you know, one cut away from hitting his head on the goalpost. I'm going with the Dolphins in this game. I just think that the Chargers are beat up. I just do. I think they're beat up. I think the defensive lineman is going to make a play on Justin Herbert to force him maybe in a turnover or whatever. And I think the Dolphins get a win. I think they win. I'm going to go 28-24.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was going to say the same thing, man. I just think that the Chargers are just too beat up. You know, they lost their star O-line, two of them, you know, lost both of your running backs. You know, Justin Herbert, you know, he always has his little nicks, and I know he's healthy right now, but you got to watch out for him as well. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna go. Let's go 24-20.
For sure. You got the Patriots traveling to New Orleans to face the Saints. The Saints are coming off a win over the Giants. Patriots are coming off a big win over the Buffalo Bills, and so they're going to be carrying that momentum in here. They did lose Antonio Gibson for the season, so probably get some more Travion Henderson. The Saints, they're a weird team, man, because Spencer Rattler hasn't played bad, and they do got weapons over there. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Alvin Kamara. Now, Alvin Kamara, I think he was limited in practice today, so we'll see if he's even going to play. But they got a solid team, you know, over there as far as, especially offensively. You know, defensively, you still got Cam Jordan over there and a few other. I think Marcus Williams is still over there. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think they're rolling with a little momentum. I think Drake May has a really good game, but I think Spencer Rattler is going to have a good game too. I think this game is going to be closer than what people think it's going to be. I got the Patriots winning 24-20.
I agree with you. I think the Patriots are the better team. I think this defense has looked really good. I think prayers out to Antonio Gibson. You know, I know he got hurt, but hopefully he'll be able to bounce back and be ready for next year. But I think Travion Henderson, man, he's going to add a different layer of an explosion with him. You know what I mean? I think it's about time he gets more touches. It's about time that they trust him with the ball a little bit more. And Drake May has looked really good. You know what I mean? He has looked really good. Stephon Diggs looks like he's back to his old self. I agree with you. I think Spencer Rattler has played decent ball. I don't think anything that he's done has been a detriment to this team. I think he's looked really good. I think he looks like he's getting better as the weeks go by. So I don't know if this could be maybe something where this team really puts trust into Spencer Rattler to be in the future quarterback for this team. He's looking like he deserves a shot. And with Alvin Kamara, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, all those guys, man, and even this defense, man, I think this defense has played better than what we've seen, especially earlier in the season. I think this is going to be a very good game. I think this is going to be a respectable game. I think this is going to come down to the wire. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the Saints even win this game, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go 24-22. I think the Patriots win, last second field goal.
Yeah, I agree with you because I can see the Patriots coming out here after coming off an emotional win, beating the Bills, you know, who's been the creme de la creme of that division, and then coming over here and being a little flat. possibly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being a little deflated, not putting all the emotion in this one. So, but I'm gonna still pick the Patriots.
Yeah.
Damn, man. The Rams, Ravens. This is like it's gonna be another slaughter. This might be the game that finally Zach Orr gets fired after. Man, I think Zach Orr is gonna get fired after this game because I just think Matthew Stafford and them were kind of mad after that 49ers loss. And I think they're gonna take it out on the Ravens. You want to get right, play the Ravens.
Nah, I hear you, but for some reason the Rams never really blow out teams. Even when they played the Texans when they were bad in the beginning of the year, they couldn't do that. They won 14-9.
At least they got a good defense.
Yeah, they do. They do. I think
no Derek Stingley and no.
I hear you. I just think this Ravens team has too much pride. I get it. You're not going to have Lamar Jackson out there. You're not going to have a lot of pieces on that defensive side. That defense is broken down bad. It's bad.
Charlie Garner-Johnson might be playing on.
And he might be playing. Look, at the end of the day, do I think the Ravens are going to win this game? No. Do I think this is going to be like some ultra blowout that a lot of people probably assume? I don't think so. I think this game will be closer than what people think. I still think it will be by a big margin, just not nothing crazy. I'm gonna go at least like a 10-point win. I'm gonna go. Man, it's gonna be tough for them to score unless Derrick Henry gets the ball.
You think they're running? You think that defensive line gonna let that?
I'm gonna go 13-23. I'm gonna go Rams 13-23.
Although I could see a big Justice Hill Keaton Mitchell game. Those are guys. I think those guys will be the guys. I think Derrick Henry is too much of a bigger back, so I think they'll key in on him. But I think Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill could be guys.
I don't think Cooper Rush is a bad backup quarterback. We've seen him with the Dallas Cowboys win some games. So I think he can keep it respectable. But I think
that offensive line ain't good either. I think I don't know if Ronnie Stanley is playing, and that against that defensive line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Like, this Ravens team has a lot of pride. So I'm gonna be very interested to see how if this team has given it up and folded the tent, or they're actually going to try to fight and maybe try to get a couple of surprising wins until Lamar Jackson comes back, and maybe they can make a some kind of surprising run to get back into the playoff hunt.
Yeah. You got the Cardinals traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. Colts coming off of they played y'all last week, right?
Oh yeah, they dogged it. They dogged us. 40-3. 40-3.
Cardinals coming off an embarrassing loss to the Tennessee Titans.
Should have never lost that.
An embarrassing loss against the Tennessee Titans. Look, man, the Colts are just a better team. You know how I feel about the Cardinals. You know how I feel about Kyler Murray. I think this defense is going to get him a couple picks. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. has a solid game, but not enough. And I think Jonathan Taylor is going to run over this Cardinals defense. I got the Colts winning 28-17.
This is going to be a really good game to test to see whether this head coach has lost his team or not for me, because of just what happened. You know, just the way they lost to the Tennessee Titans, the whole video of him, hitting my man, what's my man's name? DeMarcado, yeah. He apologized for that situation. We all knew that was excessive. That didn't keep your hands off people. I don't care if you're the head coach or not. It's unnecessary. But I think it's going to be a big test to see if this team has lost whatever will they had left for the rest of the season, to me, because it's either going to be a close game where I could see the Arizona Cardinals surprising the Indianapolis Colts and winning this game. Maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. goes in where his dad played and gets that aura. He turns into his dad and has a big game. It's a possibility. And Kyle Murray, and that gets that happen with Trey Benson and all that. But I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. I like this defense a lot. I think this defense is very, very opportunistic. And then, me, I try to like Kyle Murray. I know I try to support my man, but it's getting harder and harder by the week. It seems like the writing's on the wall that he's not going to be the future quarterback of this team. I think he even kind of sees that. So I think with everything going on that corner side, I'm going to go with the Colts. I think Daniel Jones has probably he could easily be an MVP conversation. You know what I mean? So now I think Jonathan Taylor has easily been the best running back so far this year. So, I'm going to go with the Colts. Let's go Let's go 34-28.
You got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Seahawks coming off a tough loss against the Buccaneers. They probably should have won that game. And then you got Jacksonville coming off a great win over my Chiefs. Look, I think that the Seahawks can pose some problems for the Jaguars as far as defensively, especially if some certain guys are playing. But I do take in count that when you playing Jacksonville, man, it's just different. That heat, when you playing in the afternoon, man, it just takes a little bit of something out of you. So I'm actually going to go with Jacksonville in this game. I think Jacksonville is going to win. I think it's going to be a close game, but I got Jacksonville winning 27-24.
This is really gonna tell me if we can take Jacksonville real serious to be real title contenders. This is a game that at home, coming off that big win against the Kansas City Chiefs, very emotional win. You come and you take care of business. I know Seattle's a very, very tough team, but at home, they should be able to take care of business. Like Jacksonville is ultra talented. So it's going to really say a lot about this. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I'm going to go with Jacksonville too. I think they'll win. I think they'll win a close game. I'm going to go, let's go 27-23.
You got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to Carolina to face the Panthers. The Panthers are coming off of a win against the Dolphins. Cowboys coming off a big win over the Jets. Dak Prescott's playing like an MVP candidate right now. He's playing some of his best football right now. Javonte Williams, like he's juvenated as a running back this year. The Panthers are just a weird team, man. Like 1 week they want to show up, and then the next week they look like trash.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to make of Bryce Young, man. I just don't. Like it's like they just so up and down. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, man. I just think their offense is just a little bit way more consistent. I think George Pickens is gonna have a big game. I think Williams is gonna have a big game. I'm going Cowboys 38-24.
I feel you. I think it's the same with the Cowboys. I think the moment people start screaming out MVP for Dak Prescott, I think that's when stuff starts getting the real with. We start getting Stephen A. Smith dancing the Cowboys misery. I think this is going to be the week Tech goes off. I really just have this feeling that this is going to be the week that Tech goes off. I think he gets his first NFL touchdown. I can see him getting over 100, 120 yards. I'm gonna go with the Carolina Panthers, man. I'm gonna go with Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna go. Let's go 30-28.
You got the Tennessee Titans coming into Las Vegas to face your Raiders. Titans coming off of a win that they probably shouldn't deserve, but hey, shout out to Cam Ward. You got your first W, and your Raiders have not looked good these past weeks. Geno Smith is continuously handed out Christmas gifts early.
Yeah.
Look, man, y'all got to beat the Titans.
I don't know, man. We ain't got. I don't think we're gonna have Michael Mayer or Brock Bowers. I don't think. I know Brock Bowers is not playing for sure. I'm not sure about Michael Mayer.
Man, this Titan team is not good. Man, they're not.
We're not good either. We're not good either.
I know y'all been getting blown out, but I think y'all better than the Titans, dog.
Look,
y'all got better receivers. Y'all got better running back.
You got Max Crosby.
You got Max, dog. Nah, man. I'm going with the Raiders, man. Bump that. The Raiders is beating the Titans. Shout out to Cam Ward. You getting sacked by 3 times by Max Crosby. I think that they gonna stop having Geno Smith throw the football 20 million times and putting it in harm's way. Get the ball to Genty. Play action pass. I got the Raiders winning. 31-20.
No, should we win this game? Absolutely. Will we win this game? I have no clue, man. I really do not know. I just have no idea what the game plan is going to be with Chip Kelly. We know Chip Kelly is a weird wild card. You know what I mean? Geno,
simple, man. Give it the ball to Genty, man.
Yeah, I say this needs to be a Genty 30 touch game. You know what I mean? That's what it needs to be. Just run him, and then play action pass. You got Jacoby Myers, you got Trey Tucker, you got Deontay Thornton. We got weapons on the outside. It's just I know our defense is not good. I think the only thing good about our defense is Max Crosby. Everything else has just been horrendous. And Patrick Graham, some of his play calling has just been weird to a degree. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He kind of goes through this phase every season where he just like some of the play calls on his side of the ball are just I don't know, weird. I don't know, man. This game might be I'm gonna go tie. I think this game gonna be a tie, dog. It's going overtime. We're gonna tie this. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna win this game. I don't have any faith at all. Like this seems like a game we should win, but I don't know, man.
Come on, Raiders, Nate. Come on, Raiders.
We know this. I know this for sure. It's gonna come down to the wire. I know that. Like we're not gonna blow out the Titans.
Come on, Raiders, man. Don't do my man, Mark. Don't have them lose to the Titans.
Hey, man. If we lose to the Titans, then all hell gonna be broken loose, man. Max Crosby, I'm already hearing rumors that the 49ers have been tapping in about Max Crosby. Pete Carroll, that era might be done quick. Yeah, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good.
Brady cussing everybody out right now.
Nah, yeah.
You got the 49ers going to Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers. 49ers have looked impressive with Mac Jones. Mac Jones, not Brock Purdy. Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones. Yeah,
but Mac Jones was like he hurt too, so he was hurt in that game. So he said Brock Purdy's coming back. Here's the thing about the Buccaneers. I know they down Mike Evans and Emeka Egbuka has been balling out.
No Bucky Irvin too.
Yeah, no Bucky Irvin. Rashard White, he's still a good running back himself. You got, your defense is solid. Antoine Winfield Jr. is probably still one of the better safeties in this league. McCollum, the corner, he's pretty solid too. Your defensive line, Vita Vea is probably one of the better defensive line nose tackles in this league. They've been winning a lot of one-score games, though. A lot of games where they've had to squeak them out at the end. Had the ball kind of bounce their way last week with the whole Sam Darnold interception bouncing off the defensive lineman's helmet. But they made the play and they got the field goal. And this 49er team, man, I just don't know what to make of them. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's having a solid year. He's looking like Christian McCaffrey.
He's looking really good.
And it looked like they found them a new tight end, another tight end in Tungan, whatever his name is. He's showing up. Kendrick Bourne had the game of his life last week. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers because they're at home. But I think this game is going to be closer than what people think it is. I think it's going to be close. I got the Buccaneers winning. I'm going to go 24-21.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I like Baker more than any of the quarterbacks that the 49ers do have. But this 49ers team has been impressive, even with all the injuries that they do have. If they can find a way just to get healthy, I know they're not going to get Nick Bosa back for the rest of the year, but they can just find a way to get healthy, especially on that offensive side with Ricky Purcell dealing with a knee injury, getting Brandon Ayuk hopefully back maybe towards the end of the year. Keeping Christian McCaffrey healthy. You're going to get George Kittle back. Like, this team is going to be good. They're going to be a hard out. We all know this. It's just, can Kyle Shanahan get over the hump? That's what it is. I think it's going to be a tough game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners go on the road and win this game. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I'm just going to pick the Bucs because I like Baker Mayfield more than any other quarterbacks that they do have, even Mike Jones, who's played really good. And they're not healthy as well either, so they're eventually going to get fully healthy as well. So I'm going to go with the Bucs. I'm gonna go. Let's go 35-31.
Okay. Woo. The Cincinnati Bengals. They just traded for Joe Flacco. They're coming off of a bad loss to Detroit Lions. And then the Packers. They're coming off a bye week. They tied with the Dallas Cowboys last time we saw them. I think they're gonna come off the bye week rejuvenated, ready to go. This Bengals team is just not good. And even with Joe Flacco, I still, for the life of me, don't understand the Bengals trading for old Joe Flacco behind that offensive line. Like, wouldn't you think you would call, like, maybe the 40 or the Chargers and see what Trey Lance is doing? At least he can run.
So you got Atlanta Falcons with Kirk Cousins. He's sitting right there. Like,
but even with Kirk, like, I don't want Kirk behind that offensive line.
Still, though, y'all would rather have Kirk than fucking Joe Flacco. Like, Even with a bad Achilles, Kirk moves way better than Joe fucking Flacco.
Ooh, Y'all should have got you somebody who can run.
Even what's my man's name? With the arm. Then he play for Dallas or something? What's my man's name?
Yeah,
Joe Milton.
He
Could have asked for him.
And he's a big dude too. So.
Yeah.
I don't understand this, but whatever. I guess you think because Joe Flacco's a veteran, you think that he can get the ball out of his hand quicker. He wouldn't get the ball out of his hand quick in Cleveland. So maybe it's different with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I don't know. But I got a route. I think Packers is going to smoke these dudes. It's in Lambeau. Michael Parsons about 3 sacks. Rashawn Gary is going to have about 2 sacks. Wyatt's going to have a couple sacks. There's going to be a couple interceptions. And it's going to look how it's been looking. It's going to look how it's been looking. And the Packers going to beat them 42-17.
Nah, there's not much left to say. There's nothing really to say about this game. That the Bengals have no shot of winning this game. They really don't. Joe Flacco is not the answer. That was just a pathetic trade. I don't get it. So at the end of the day, it's just going to lead us a step closer to a Trey Hendrickson trade or maybe a T. Higgins trade. Names that we need to look forward to. Getting closer to the trade deadline that some teams can definitely use a lot better than what the Bengals are doing. So yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna go with your same exact score. I think the Packers rout them and bad.
And then you have Sunday Night Football. You got the Detroit Lions, who I feel like is the best team in the league right now, against my Chiefs, who are coming off a disappointing loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chiefs are at home. Look, man, Detroit is down 2 of their starting corners, and Terrion Arnold and DJ Reed. Both of them are out. I think they're missing one of their defensive linemen. This offense, I'm not taking this offense for granted. Detroit's offense is good. Sonic and Knuckles is probably the best best running back tandem in the NFL. Amon St. Brown is a top 5 wide receiver. Jameson Williams is a big play waiting to happen anytime. Sandler Porter is one of the top tight ends in this league. And look, I'm not mad if anybody's picking the Detroit Lions to win this game. I'm just going to roll with my Chiefs because I think this is going to be one of those Patrick Mahomes over my goddamn dead body. We ain't going no 2-4 game. Yes, I'm picking my Chiefs 35-31.
I already told you what was going to happen. I think the Detroit Lions are winning this game. I don't see how the Chiefs win this game. I get it. People are going to still hold on to the Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid aura, but I don't think teams fear the Chiefs anymore, man. I really don't think so. I think that aura of just, people thinking that everything's going to go the Chiefs' way, I think those days are done. And I think teams are more and more confident going up against the Chiefs, and they're not scared. You kind of see it with the Jags. You kind of saw it with other teams. It's going to be the same way with Detroit.
They were trying to lose that game every left hand and right. Cut that out.
But they didn't. So at the end of the day, the Lions are a way better team than the Jaguars, and I just think the Lions are going to win this game. So score, I don't know. Let's go 34-27.
For sure. And then we got 2 games for Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Yeah. Got a double pack. We got the Buffalo Bills versus the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons coming off of a bye week. Bills coming off a tough loss against the New England Patriots. I don't know who to pick in this game. This is a weird game for me because I think the Falcons are coming out because I don't know what to make of Michael Penix, but I do think that this offense is going to be able to move the ball. Like you said, Bijan Robinson is going to get his. He's going to have probably over 100 and some yards and a couple touchdowns. Mm-hmm. But if Buffalo can get their run, if James Cook is cooking, I do think this could be a shootout. I could see this being a shootout. I'm gonna go with Buffalo because I just trust Josh Allen a little bit more over Michael Penix. Not even a little bit more, a lot more. I'm gonna go Buffalo 35-28.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is definitely a weird game. Josh Allen, he had a bad turnover last week. This defense is, I just think this Bills defense is not good. I think the Falcons offense it's better. I think it's played better the last week or two. I think Bijan's gonna have a field day. I think that could help keep the ball out of Josh Allen's hands. I'm gonna go with the Falcons, man. I'm gonna go with the Falcons with an upset. I think the Bills lose 2 in a row. I got them winning. Let's go 25-22.
And you got the Chicago Bears coming up their bye week. They're going to be facing the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams. We're going to see another showdown with the number 1 overall pick, number 2 overall pick. I think Jaden Daniels looked really good last week coming off that injury. I think Caleb Williams has looked really good before going into the bye week. I think he's gotten better and better each week. I think him and Ben Johnson are starting to grow together as far as a head coach and quarterback. I think he's taken a lot from what Ben Johnson has been, trying to install in him as far as taking the short games, taking what the defense give you. You don't always have to make the big play. You know what I'm saying? You could take the little underneath shit to Rome Odunze or to, Swift or whoever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I think Deebo Samuels has a good game. I think Bill Crosby Musgrave has a really good game too. I could see this being a shootout. I could see them going back and forth. But I'm gonna roll with Jaden Daniels. I got this game. I'm gonna go 38-35.
Yeah, we're getting a rematch of the Hail Mary game last year. You know what I mean? Where Jaden Daniels threw the Hail Mary and they won the game last seconds. I think this could be this can compete as being the best game of the week. I'll be surprised to be the most exciting game of the week. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels being back. And again, they're not healthy. They don't. I'm not sure if Terry McLaurin is gonna play. I doubt it that he's gonna play, but Krosky Moret, I think they seems like they're trusting him more and more, getting him the ball more. And, he had a big week last week. I expect the same. Deebo Samuel has looked like Deebo Samuel of old. Like he's looking like a monster out there. So yeah, and this defense played really good last week. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I think they win. High scoring game. I'm gonna go 38-35. Really good game. Really good game.
For sure. That does it for our picks, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. You got anything else?
Man, excited for the weekend, man. Excited to go to this Giveon concert on Friday night. Excited for Battlefield. That's coming out Friday as well. So I will be on that. Anybody on it, holla at your boy. Besides that, man, I'm ready for a nice weekend, man. Watch some football, chill out, man. So should be good. What about you?
Yeah, man, I'm just ready for the weekend myself. Where's this at? I'm trying to find something real quick. It's not there. Can't find it. Where's it at? Oh, well. But I do want to send some love to my parents. If anybody knows, my parents are my stepfather is a pastor. And he has his own church, and this Saturday will be their 10-year anniversary of having the church doors open, and they will be celebrating. So I just want to show some love to them, man, because I know where they come from and how long they've been building that thing up. So I want to show love to my parents, man.
Nah, for sure. For sure.
All right, man. If you look at the screen, man, you'll see the QR code for the WWE shop. Just go ahead and scan that. It'll take you to all the latest merch from the WWE, whether it be your favorite superstar, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, or Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, whatever your flavor is, man. Go ahead, scan that QR code, go get your latest merch from WWE. If you want to donate to our Cash App, you can donate to $ Chris Mall Podcast. We will appreciate whatever you donate. Whatever social media platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use, we are available. If you're a first time watcher on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and like button, and notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesday nights at 9-ish p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You could jump in the live. You could talk about these topics. Give us your opinion. Shout out to Mark. Saw you down there, man. Give me your comments. Appreciate you stopping in, man. If you go ahead and subscribe, man. If you're listening on the playback, leave a comment in the comment section. Give us your opinion. We want to hear from y'all, man. Whether you agree with us or disagree with us, man, leave a comment in the comment section. Just be respectful when you do. Whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, Twitch, Kick, whatever you use, we are available at Cris Style and Mall. Go ahead and follow us. We will follow you back. We're just some regular guys who like to talk sports, music, movies, all kinds of various other things. Also, if you have feedback or critiques, or if you have a question or topic and we like said question or topic, we will bring it up. We will shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, emails, or our mentions. All right, good people. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Be safe out there. Be cool, man. Let be chill. Oh, shout out to Cash Money and No Limit for having the verses. I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be fire. That'll be fire.
It'll be dope, man. Master P, Birdman. They had beef, so this is almost on some Jeezy, Gucci Man level, man. So I don't know if I want to go now. No, I'm just playing. It ain't gonna be like that.
Nah, I'll be all right.
But no, y'all be safe out there. Be cool, man. And until Monday, we gone.